Let's BIM together Revit tip number 9. Filter and sort Revit warnings by type in Excel. Now there's a few different ways you can see warnings in your Revit file or in Revit. So one way is to select an element. If it has any warnings associated with it, you're going to see this button show up. When you click it, it'll show you the warnings associated with it. Another way is you can go to the Manage tab right here, and there is a button, Review Warnings. Now this will show you all the warnings for the Revit project. Here you can expand the different categories. You can actually resolve them here as well. If you click the check boxes, click Delete Check. However, if you're dealing with a file that has a lot of different warning types, this could be still not a great way to go about cleaning it up. So there's an Export button here. What this does, it lets you save an HTML file, which looks like this right here. Essentially, it's just a dump of raw data. Again, it's not the most efficient way to go through it, but it's better than nothing. So another thing you could do is you can get this into Excel with very little effort. Again, this is that file imported here. And when you do this, now here you can do sort A through Z or sort Z through A, right? You could sort the second column. My favorite feature though is the filtering. So you're going to be able to expand this, and here are all your Revit warning types. So let's say you're just responsible for cleaning up the walls. You can kind of go through this and you can select that guy. More wall warnings here, another one. And opening doesn't cut its host, which usually is a wall. So let's say we have this here, press OK. Now you have your to-do list. Oops, there you go. Then with some formulas or scripts, you should be able to relatively easy, let's say, get the first ID number or the second ID number, and then if you separate it by a semicolon entry back inside of Revit, you could actually select those elements. So let's say I'm going to pick this element, and let's pick just one more random guy here. You could actually just paste all the elements. When you press OK, it's going to be selected. Here you see that two walls are selected. We can see their warnings, and we can also just delete them and resolve them. So how you get this file here, so let's just walk you through it. I'm going to close this out. Then let's delete the HTML file I have on my desktop. And first, again, we're going to go to the Manage tab. We're going to click Review Warnings. Then we're going to click Export. Save. Close this out. Fire up Excel. Here's our HTML file. If you want to confirm your HTML file, you can open it with any web browser. So here you go. Right. So then in Excel, all you're going to do is start a new drawing or a new Excel file, let's say. You're going to go to the Data tab. You're going to click Get Data. Then you're going to go from File. Then you're going to select XML. You should see a file dialog show up. There it is. Here we're going to go to our file. As you might notice, it's not going to show up right away, and that's because it's set to show XML files only. You want to click this drop down, do all files, select the HTML file we exported out. You're going to hit import. And then here in this dialog, you're going to see the table that it found in the HTML file. Sometimes there's a few different tables. I've seen, I think, table 1 or 0. But when you go through this, you should be able to quickly find out which one you need. So then you're going to click table 1, click load. And then we're going to close this guy out here. So that's it. Now we can, again, expand this. Let's say we want to see only the voids that are not cutting elements. I saw that warning before, which is rectangular opening doesn't cut its host. Press OK. There's all of our openings that have warnings with them. So hopefully you guys find this information useful. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next Revit tip.